Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy XVI video. We left off, we fought Titan, one of the best fights in the game so far. I gotta put Ifrit second, Garuda third, and then so on and so forth. I'll just keep it down to the icons there. Yeah, that was one of the best. I can't even explain how fun that was. But we're back at the hideaway, and we gotta speak with Otto. So we will go and do that now. Otto. Mr. Otto, I got something for you. Something for you. I guess I don't... I mean, I do. I don't know. Otto.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Very long story. Thank you.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Alright. Vivian, what's up with the Royalists?
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Sure. That was all just to kind of, self-promote your map there.
The
Nice.
kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. we have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when.
Let's kill him before he
and on
rides
that
again.
day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose
Fair
we are.
enough.
Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Let's do this. Alright, I gotta speak with Karen, Blackthorn, and Hippocrates. Like in Hippocrates. Hello, Jill. What are you doing?
It's good to have you back.
That sounds like a you problem. Karen.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'll start to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Alright, Goots. How's it
Welcome
doing?
home, Clive. I was hoping you'd be back soon. Welcome home,
Oh,
Clive.
that's all you had to say.
I was hoping you'd be back soon.
Blackthorn.
Blackthorn. Do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
You already have, Clive. You already have.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
It's not true. Sid and Jill have.
He reveals naught.
And Joshua.
We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right.
How big is this library?
Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
How do you even get down there? Is there a stairway over there? Huh. Okay, well, I'll go back and speak to Otto. Otto!
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should.
Are they,
and I will.
Are they buried at the old hideaway?
When you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Alright, Mid. Mid!
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Her plan is to
Me
turn
and my
this whole
dad
thing into
designed
the
it
ship.
together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Okay.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Okay, I'll go back to running errands for Mid.
Tell them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Thermal plating design. Alright. Is there like a... They should have like a shortcut here or something. Instead of having... Oh, here we go.
I just
editors started reading books that don't have any
Nice.
pictures.
Mid hasn't been.
Oh, there's a garden down there. Can I go down there? Oh, I'm assuming so. There's quests. Oh yeah, there's a ladder or stairs right there. All right, Blackthorn. I got something for you.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
Okay, I got you.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it.
Stardust.
For
Cuddy
the rest of
Roads.
the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Letting off steam 1. So this isn't the only quest. Gather the necessary materials. Speak with Blackthorn. Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta speak with him again.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
I haven't gone out with Otto.
Otto, you're with me.
All right then.
I hung out with Otto.
Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sack loads of the stuff. Might be worth hiring porters at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Maybe I should have sent Otto. That's okay. I want to hang out with Otto. Make for the river in the south of Valcroy. Okay. The Enterprise. The Hideaway's mithril engine-powered flagship, designed by the father and daughter team of Sidolphus and Medidol Telamon. The ship is currently under construction in a hidden cove in the outskirts of Canver. Ah, okay. Okay, well. We need to travel to the Dalimil Inn. Okay. I actually have a long way to go over there. Where's this at? Over there? Damn.
Thanks, Gal.
Otto.
Otto. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Oh, huh. Damn. Okay, well, let's go do this. Suppose we're heading down. Gather Stardust. Oh, passed it. Collect Stardust. Well, collecting a whole lot of Cody Rhodes's.
It just looks like black sand to me.
It won't after it gets in the heat. Where's more of this shit? There's some. Hey, don't go too far, Clive. 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 Collect the Stardust. There you go. More of the Stardust. Any more Stardust down here? Doesn't look like it. There's some more right here. There we go.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
Otto, how you doing, buddy?
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
There you go. Oh, I'm handing it to you and just not keeping it myself, but...
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk?
No, I do not.
Sid will be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Don't give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did.
What are we still doing here?
About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Okay, I will meet you back there.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Alright, let's go. Alright, back to the hideaway.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Let's hope. I guess. Blackthorn, got your things, mate.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Quest complete. Letting off Steam 1. 800 gil. Solid. Goblin coin. Economists are wont to argue that currency-based commerce is a cornerstone of civilization. If true, this coin would suggest that goblins are far more civilized than humankind gives them credit for. Or perhaps that humankind is rather less civilized than we presume.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Of course. Alright, Blackthorn, you got anything, you got anything for me on the forge here? You got a lot of new weapons. This is 240 damage, 225 like magic, which is actually better than this, or better than this grindstone. So, because it does the same magic thing there. When he lifted his fist beneath them was found naught but dust. Though a savvy merchant would have you believe that through arcane magics imbued into the sword at high cost to the supplier, its wielder will experience enhanced strength and dexterity. In truth, it is the reduced weight and increased hardness afforded by the weapon's narrow blade of folded steel that ultimately provides the illusion of these enhancements.
No scratches, right?
Alright, we got a brand new sword for the first time in a while. Nice. Okay. We have a better thing, Hunter's Waistcloth.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Drake Slayer's belt and Silken Sash are better, but we don't have the right things to make those, so... Hunter's Arms... Okay, we don't got anything the right... Diamond armlets. Yeah, don't got the right things to make any of these, so...
And?
There we go, look at that new sword. Nice, it's been a while since I had a new sword. Karen.
And what can I do for you?
Just to make sure you don't have anything else that I might need to purchase from, and I gotta sell you some things.
I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else?
Platinum belt.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
I'm not selling you those. I'm gonna keep all of these. There's some things that are actually supposed to be meant for selling. Yeah, gill bugs.
You got out else?
Hold on, I got 13 of these guys.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Black blood can be traded for gill.
I reckon
Goblin
I can find
can
a
be
buyer.
traded for gill. Everything else I think is used in crafting. Yep. Everything else I'm not selling. Alright, let's make our way back to Mid and tell her about Blackthorn's progress. Mid, I'm back.
Don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name back there?
What's her name? Right.
Alright, I'll talk to what's her name. Is that gonna speak with Mid's assistant Helena? Damn.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Kid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okie dokie. See you there then. Letting off steam 2. Oof. Make for Lubert's Pass. Okay. Well, this is gonna get quite annoying quite quickly that we're doing all this when we could be doing other things. Alright, we're about right here. Ah. Get off the chocobo. There we go. Jesus, fuck. Alright, Helena, what's up?
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruin...
Hold on, there's something I want to know. Since we're in the Holy Empire of Sambrek, a nation occupying the northeastern reaches of the continent of Storm, after suffering the ignominy of losing Drake's head to an audacious assault by the outlaw Cid in 873, the Empire set its sights on the mother crystal of its nearest neighbor, the Crystalline Dominion. Sambrek's legions duly stormed the historically neutral territory and installed the imperial capital at Twinside. This brazen act of conquest set shockwaves across Valistia and heightened the already considerable tension between the Empire and the Dalmakian Republic. The Fallen. An ancient yet highly advanced civilization whose relics, said to be the remains of an airship that once soared through the skies, can be found across the length and breadth of Valistia. Cid's hideaway is but one of many settlements to take a fallen ruin, as its foundation takes advantage of the sturdiness of the ceramics, which are stronger than steel. They are not, however, immune to the passage of time, and so the hideaway is in need of constant repairs.
Just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Yeah, that's probably...
I'll be right back.
You know, doing that information thing wouldn't be a problem if I would have known about it sooner. Instead, I didn't, and I just end up... Yeah. Alright, where is this creature you were talking about?
Anybody home?
Oh, yeah, one of these things.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Alright, let's go, homie. Hey, bro's got laser eyes. Get out of this circle of his. Get out of here, bro. Show ass back over here.
Nice try.
Throw a tornado on his ass. Killed him. Easy money. Enemy slain. Hell yeah. 28 gil. That's all I got from that. Nice.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Why wouldn't I
Shouldn't
be?
have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Quest complete. Letting off steam 2. Perfect. Level up. I'm now level 31. Hey. The Eye of the Warrior. Only those who have stood in battle can know its boon and its curse. A first-hand account of the Siege of Stonier. Increases strength tonic duration by 10 seconds. Nice. Alright, well, yeah, let's leave them to it. Alright, well, you know, back to the hideaway. Alright, Mid, I'm back.
Don't come up with something soon.
Yeah,
Mid.
I've heard you say that a couple times.
Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Yeah, I guess.
Right away.
Alright, we're back. Alright, Hippocrates. I need information.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Okay.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do.
Yes.
I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Okay, well, Jill's obviously coming with me. I mean, it's quite obvious. I left Jill out of the last one, and I don't have that much of a connection to Talia.
Have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Obviously, Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
Of course, Jill.
Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Sorry, Talia, I don't mean to keep you with the old man there, but Jill's my girl, you know? She's gotta come with me. Alright, well, off to Northreach. Jill?
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right.
Okay.
What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Okay. I will look for said Pepio nuts.
All anyone ever wants.
Hello, trader.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Garlic.
Ah, yes.
Oh, it's you. We've talked to you before. That's all you got? I'll take a strength tonic.
I hope it's to your liking.
Thank you. Pepio nuts. So you got Pepio nuts?
What do you want?
You do.
And?
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Jill, I got the things we need.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Hippocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Why not? Yeah, I already walked with Otto. Might as well. Definitely when I play this game again, definitely gonna walk with Gav and Talia to see what they say.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
Thanks, Jill.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive.
Yes?
Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
Why would that be wrong?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
No problemo. I wish my chair wasn't so loud. It's fucking annoying. I just moved back a little bit and just squeaking away, man. Fucking annoying.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
It's cute. Alright. Well, Torgal. Shall we head back over to the hideaway?
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Oh, I wonder. The Moon Dew, that was the name of it? Huh, that would have been named something else. Whatever. I was gonna say, is Jill not here? Harpocrates.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Alright. Suppose I better go tell Mid.
Oh, and Clive, thank
yes,
you.
Yes, Jill.
It was nice just being with you.
Of course.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates.
Quest complete. Again. Letting off steam. 3.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Alright, Mid. I've come to warn you.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, let's start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Okay, are we done with all this? Can I get to some fighting? This fucking video has literally been all fucking running errands for you.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Wow, laugh without opening your mouth. That was kind of cool. Wish I could do that. Ah. Sometime later. That looks awful. Actually, it looks better now that it's up close. How did they pick that entire thing up and move it into a wagon?
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Fair enough. Thank you, Blackthorn. Alright, Mid. We're done here. Speak with Mid. Okay, that's jumping. That is not speaking.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid. I'm sorry. I love that her name is Mid.
Mid?
Anything else that we need here? A mithril engine. Technology designed to propel the Hideaway's flagship, the Enterprise, across the seas at heretofore inconceivable speeds. It is not fueled by magic, but by mithril, a hard, inert substance refined from deadland soil. Inert, that is, unless burned into blistering temperatures, whence it releases all the energy stored within, for which reason cooling is required in the form of 3-piece thermal displacement stack.
She was building a ship.
My lip was bleeding. Otto.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the Hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
God damn it, Mid. Obelisk.
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 Have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelisk.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canvar has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of what's going on in the free cities, by which I learned from the endeavor of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted, and if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guild masters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
I wouldn't doubt that she is. Mid's a fucking liar. Sid's legacy. The dust long settled, little remains of once bustling refuge many called home. Sid's Legacy, Central Storm.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Goots. And Karen.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Now at the petals of our flowers.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Oh, you are missing an eye.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Goots is fucking funny, dude. I love Goots. That's great. Alright, where are we off to next? Off to the Crystalline Dominion. What is this place? Then. Huh. There's a couple spots here. How come there's no, like, lake? Like, you don't see a lake right here. It's just a thing. That'd be kind of cool if they would have added a little lake in there, but, I mean... Hey man, I don't make the rules here. So this is where we're going, I believe, and then we also got... over here. And this entire place has been taken by the blight. That's a giant hole that I just realized was even a part of the map. That's crazy. Alright, Letney's Cleft. A narrow pass through otherwise impassable mountains, thought to have been torn from rock by the very gods themselves. Eastern Dalmekia. All right, onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Thingy boy.
Glad to hear it.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass. And all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
That would sound about right. In fact, I want to do some fighting, so we'll get off and fight these leg eaters. I haven't done much fighting this episode. And this episode needs more fighting, because that's why we love this game. Because the fighting is very fun, and the story is absolutely fantastic. That's there as well. Cannot forget the story. Okay. Come back to me, Chocobo. I can never remember your name. Hey, nice to see you guys. Unfortunately, I don't like to talk to strangers, so... What's this? Desert Raiders.
Hideaway of their own. Too slow. And if you ever want to see it again, you'll pay the toll. Over here!
Oh! Wow, lit him up. Hit him with that tornado. I don't think Jill has seen me use these powers before.
Nice try. This one.
Oh, he's dead. There we go. And you Desert Raiders. Easy monies. Enemy slain. Spoils. Solid.
we've done the Republic a service.
Yeah, looks like it. Alright, well, let's continue. Alright, Chocobo, come back to me. Let's get moving. I'm stuck on everything, unfortunately.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least.
Yeah, this is a...
The path continues on the other side.
It's pretty awful. Oof. Yep, fallen hunters.
Get him! Too slow.
Oh, I didn't know I had that thing activated. Come on, you fallen hunters. Nice. Alright, pretty solid. Guess we can travel on foot from here. Ooh, what a view. Wow. It's a giant hole, the final sin in the Dalmekian Republic.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes.
It's actually very beautiful.
If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Meanwhile, a Thunder seat of the Imperial Court. Audience chamber, Imperial Palace.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have.
Why?
Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
Kid's like 5.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task.
What's so special about Olivier?
Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All
Valisthea.
shall bow before their Emperor.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
Don't mean to interrupt you, but I want to take a look at this active Time Lore, see if there's anything new here. There is a couple of things, actually. The Crystalline Dominion, a once independent state straddling the continents of Storm and Ash. Its capital, Twinside, is built on the tiny Isle of Ark from which its mother crystal, Drake's Tail, rises. After Drake's head was destroyed in 873, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque declared Twinside its new capital in defiance of the long-standing non-aggression treaty. While controversial, the move carried out by Prince Dion and his knights, Dragoon, proceeded mostly unopposed, largely due to the Dominion's lack of dominance of its own with which to intimidate the interlopers. Olivier Lesage, second son of Emperor Sylvester of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, and third of Empress Annabella. After Annabella's machinations saw the Delmec's siege of the Crystalline Dominion broken and the victory ascribed to the young prince, Sylvester was convinced to surrender his throne to their beloved son, anointing him Emperor Olivier, first of his name. Sylvester Lesage, Emperor Emeritus of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. In the wake of the events of Phoenix Gate, he married Annabella Rossfield and sired a second son, Olivier, with her. Annabella and Olivier's influence in the affairs of the imperial court was to only grow over the years, until Sylvester was finally convinced to surrender his throne to the young prince, announcing him to be the latest in the long line of earthly incarnations of Grigor. The Dalmatian Republic, a nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states. It is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm and has its capital at Rendella. Having lost both Drake's Fang and the mighty Titan, the political situation in Dalmatia has deteriorated drastically, the government scrambling to withdraw their troops from the ill-starred siege of the Crystalline Dominion, that they might be redeployed to quell the unfolding chaos at home. Ah, okay.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grigor, made flesh.
Betray him. Stab him.
Return to
Kill
your
him.
camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Valisthea. I keep saying Valisthea.
I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrek, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
What the fuck are you gonna do? He's a dominant.
Forgive me. This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
These flowers have something to do with something.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
Suppose she also doesn't know Joshua's alive, and now he does. She's got one up on her. Interesting. This is going to be interesting story to come. And I hate...
markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
And I hate to do this knowing how kind of bare minimum that this episode has been. Because it's basically just been shit with mid and building that one thing. But I'm running out of time, unfortunately, so this is going to be... Oh, shit! Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. But so this is just going to be a... one of those episodes in... I don't want to say every series, but just an episode in these long series where just nothing happens. And it's just kind of an episode that's there that's probably be like the least likely viewed or whatever. Not much of the story happened in this one. A little bit here and there with the video things we just got. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're new here, please subscribe for more Final Fantasy XVI content. We'll be doing the DLC to Callisto Protocol after this as well, and AEW Fight Forever as well after that, and The Expanse after that, actually. And AEW, WWE Professional Wrestling content, NFL Madden 24 content coming soon. Social medias in the description below. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, go follow all of those. Leave a comment on what you thought of episode 11 of Final Fantasy XVI, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in.